guys, so this video is going to be my favorites or my top concealers, if you will. I'm going to go from lowest price point to highest price points. I'm going to give you a semi-short review. I don't want this video to carry on too long, but I'm going to give you a semi-short review and kind of like my rating. So I guess I'll give you like from a scale of 1 to 5 or something, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst, and we'll do it like that. So the first one, I'm going to get right into it. Next, this is the full coverage concealer in a jar, and this is in the color light. And it looks like this. Like I said, it's in the color light. So overall, I would say that I would give this product about a 4. I really love this product. It's super lightweight. I love that you get so much product. I love the little jar. I think it's great for travel. The color system I really like. They're not warm, they're not cool, they're kind of very universal, great for a kit, very inexpensive. Very creamy and lightweight, kind of like a whipped feel to it. So that's what it looks like. It has a very lightweight feel to it. It doesn't leave a cakey sensation. I really like it. The only thing is that I don't think it's as full coverage as they would kind of market it to be. So that's where my 4 and not 5 comes from. It's an amazing product, but it's not as full coverage as I would expect it to be, being called a full coverage concealer. But I really like it to brighten up the eyes, and this would be great to use to cover blemishes if you get the color that matches your skin tone, because it's very lightweight and you're not going to feel so much extra cakiness if you're doing it on top of the foundation. Next one is cheap, and I will put a link for it down below, and I will give this a 4 out of 5. The next one is the next price point, which is $10. This is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer. This is $10 at Walmart or Walmart.com. And this is in the color medium. I love this product because you get a lot of product, first of all. And yeah, it's an amazing product. Like, I can't even tell you as much. But it's very full coverage. Very creamy, but it doesn't leave an oily feel, which is really nice, because a lot of times really heavy concealers can kind of give you like an oily feel. It's super full coverage. Like, it literally covers everything and anything. You can use this to cover a tattoo. I think this is really great for the kit as well, because it's gonna last forever. You get a lot of bang for your buck. So from a makeup artist standpoint, this is really great, because for 10 bucks you can buy 3 of them and they will last you forever, because they're just amazing. And if you want, you can just buy a light and a dark, and then you can just mix to get the perfect shade. The only thing, I will also give this a 4 out of 5, or 4.5 out of 5. The 0.5 that it's missing is that it's a little bit cakey. It's very heavy, and it does leave a little bit of a cakey feel. So even once it dries, it does feel heavy on the skin. But it is called heavy duty concealer, so that is what you're gonna get, is a heavy duty concealer. So this one is $10, and I will give it a 4.5 out of 5. The next concealer that I love, I really love this one, I'm gonna give it a 5 right off the bat, is the CoverGirl and Olay Corrector. Now, they do have this concealer. Oh, this is Simply Ageless, by the way. They do have the regular concealer shades, but this one is called the Eye Corrector, and this is in 230. And it's a really great product, and it does come swirled with the white and the regular color. So if you're wondering why it has that white, it comes swirled the way you see on the packaging. But obviously the first time you use it, that's going to go away. But it does go throughout the entire product. So it's not just a thing on the scent on the surface. It's the entire product. Once you start mixing it together, it starts to dry out a little bit once you start using it, and it becomes more of this really extremely pigmented, extremely heavy duty concealer, but it's super lightweight. This is the most amazing product for brightening up the under eye. It's super lightweight, like I said. It has a very thin consistency, but it's very heavy in coverage. And when you first start using it, it's a little bit creamy, but very lightweight, as I mentioned. But after a few uses, it starts to dry out a little bit, which is what I love about it, because once it dries out, it's great for under the eye, because when it's a little bit dry, it doesn't get all that cakiness, and you don't get those little lines, because I have a little bit of that issue where the concealer starts to settle into my lines. So this really once you start letting it dry out a little bit, it really prevents that. So definitely a 5 in my book. Oh, and this is between $11 and $14, depending on which drugstore you get it from. At Target, I got it for about $13. And at Rite Aid you can get it for like $14, so it depends on when you get it. But it's kind of pricey for a drugstore item. It does run out pretty quick on me because I use it so often to brighten up under here, but I love it so much, so I'm definitely giving this a 5. The next product is a higher end product, but it's not that expensive. At least it's not that expensive to me. And this is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in SPF 35. And this is in the shade NC20 if you're just wondering, because I really like concealer. And this concealer is super thick, super heavy. And I'll just show you a little swatch here. Super creamy, super thick, super heavy, very heavy coverage, and it's very dry, very similar, if I may say, to the CoverGirl Olay. It's very dry and thick, but it doesn't feel cakey. So I really like this one as well. I'm gonna give this one a 4.5 as well. I just think that it's a great concealer. The only thing that about it is that it's $17.50, so it's kind of pricey for a tiny little concealer, so that's why I'm giving it a 4.5 and not a 5. But the actual product is amazing. So if you're looking for something very thick, very heavy, a lot of coverage, but something that doesn't feel so heavy, this is a really great product, especially for under the eyes, because you're just going to get a serious coverage. So this is the MAC Studio Finish, and I'm giving this a 4.5 at $17.50. And the last and next product, or the next to the last product, is the most expensive. This one you can get at Sephora, and this is the Kat Von D Tattoo Concealer. This is also very similar to the Glamouflage. They have like a similar packaging, a similar idea. This is also supposed to be used to cover tattoos as well as the Hard Candy Glamouflage. This one is $25, which is pretty pricey, but you get a lot of product, and it's a really great product. I will give you a little swatch. This is in the shade Medium. This is very similar to the Glamouflage, except this one is so liquidy. It's not at all as heavy and thick as the Glamouflage at all. But this one I'm giving a 3.5 out of 5. I feel like it's a little bit oily. It's not heavy coverage at all. To me, it almost feels like a tinted moisturizer. I think this would be great as a tinted moisturizer, but as a heavy-duty concealer for a tattoo, I do not think that this is the product. If you want a concealer for a heavy-duty tattoo or something, definitely the Glamouflage. It's cheaper, and it really does the job more than the Kat Von D one. I think if you were to put someone in a blind test and ask them which one do you think that would be used to cover a concealer, I mean a tattoo, I think they would definitely go with this one. I think this is really heavy duty, and this is good for covering a tattoo. In my opinion, this doesn't cut it. So I'm giving this a 3.5, but I do like it for a different purpose. I don't feel that it gives as much coverage as they would imagine you to think it does, or as they would market it to give you, but it definitely is a nice product. It's not heavy at all. Once it's on, it feels like there's nothing there. So if you're looking for a lightweight coverage in every sense of the word, this is definitely a great product, and you get a lot in there as well. So if you can afford it, you know, try it out. You'll never know. I was dying to try it, and now I know that it's, you know, it's not that amazing, but for what it can do, I do like it. So I'm giving this a 3.5 Kat Von D Tattoo Concealer at $25 a pop. So those are my top favorite concealers from 1 to 5. I hope I gave everything a good rating. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to some of you looking for a new concealer, or if you're new to makeup and you're just wondering about concealers in general, I hope this was helpful for you. So I will see you guys in my next video, and take care.